Welcome to the Bougie Black Brother Network. Good evening and welcome to Repo Rethink Politics, where we talk about the current events and things going on in the world. And I'm here with my co-host, CJ. What's the nickname this week, brother?
Nah, I just kept it basic just because I was having technical difficulties. So I said, fuck it.
You stand by.
Yeah, it was nothing cool or clever about it.
No clever or witty and shit. That didn't work this time.
Nope. So
just CJ this week.
Yeah.
And E, what's going on, Ra?
Yeah. Yo, I got nothing.
No tornado warnings?
No. Nah. We had some like crazy New York weather. It was like a severe thunderstorm. Like the shit was crazy. Like we had tornadoes all over here. You know how the weather is out here. It's unpredictable. But
Yeah, which is crazy. You know, the global warming shit. You know.
Yeah, you know.
Anywho, so this was more of nothing really gained steam. Other than
relatively speaking, by the way.
Relatively speaking. Yeah, exactly. You know, any other normal circumstances, I think we would have been like, wow, did you hear what was going on?
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't get anything.
Obama got his dick sucked a lot about it. Obama got help by the Russians.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. What the? But no, just a normal week of, you know, the summit is coming up and the Koreans finally said, yo, this ain't gonna be no one-sided shit. So if you telling us to get rid of our nukes, you can kiss my ass.
They back to talking. They start talking shit immediately.
I know, right?
So, you know, like the analogy, like when a couple breaks up and it's like, okay, I'm gonna change. Then they just start back again. It's like, you gotta have like a good week after an argument and you get back together.
But it was before the counseling. So when they agreed, we're going to have counseling. You know what? I'm going to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
And then she went out and spent some money. He was like, yo, this is some bullshit. This is exactly what the fuck I was talking about.
It's like, fuck you, motherfucker. That's what's happening right now?
Yeah, that's what's happening right now. Before the counseling.
No, I bet they planned. I bet they went in first. They were just like, yeah. Tell them what they want to hear. Tell Trump all that. And then they were like, but then right before we get the summit going, like, let them know we want this and we want that, and that's probably what's happening. I think it's a PR stunt. Like they planned this all along.
Oh, so you think
know what I mean? Like they were really trying to. Yeah. I think they were always trying to get something out of it. I mean, I think they were, you know, they weren't lying, you know, but they made it sound one-sided. Like, yeah, all right, fine, I'll do what you say. You know, let's just be cool. We're cool with South Korea, but then like really, it's like, all right, boom. So we meet next week. Word. Well, go ahead and
right?
Yeah, shut down that base that you got right by the border, and that that military shit that y'all do together. Yeah, go ahead and stop that. You know, and that's pretty much
what it maneuvers for a while. You know, let's just get this shit tight right now. Yeah. That's what we can.
Yeah, you know that carrier you got in the Pacific. Yeah, go ahead and move that. You know,
then we can shake hands on this shit.
We can talk.
And then he was like, wow, I'm gonna get the Nobel Peace Prize, but you know what? I'm not saying it. Y'all can choose it, bitch. You're not getting nothing. Get the fuck out of here.
You know, I was reading some article that was saying that they think that people think that South Koreans might have been the ones that was really just playing Trump, like, or using Trump. You know what I mean? Like just kind of like making him sound good, like just making him feel like that he's the one in control. Like, oh yeah, he should get the Nobel Peace Prize, and he's been so great in this whole effort to get North Korea, and just by initiating conversation and. Yeah. But really, they're just like, look, all right, we know y'all motherfuckers can have nukes. Like, let's calm that down. And I feel like they were in control of the whole thing.
I think
and
so.
Then really,
I mean,
Trump is just.
I think we said this previously that the Chinese and the South Koreans are like, look, man, just don't even talk to that dude. Let's sit down. Let's do our thing together. But let's make him feel good because he's an idiot. We all know that. That's sitting at the table. We all know that. And they all agreed on that and said, if that makes him feel good because he's a fucking immature adolescent, when it's time, we can get what we want.
You know, basically, that's every workplace in America.
That's right.
The fucking boss,
yeah,
whatever. Like, they don't know how to run this fucking company. but you still gotta like navigate through the bullshit. Hey, we had this idea, blah blah blah. It's like, man, fuck that. We're gonna do it like this. You're right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're brilliant. Well, that's why I'm the CEO.
Yeah, because they don't want to argue. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people can relate to that.
Yep. Real talk. But so that's still up in the air, and it was funny because it came out of nowhere. But I think behind the scenes, what we haven't heard was they were saying, okay, all your nukes got to be gone, and you got to all do this, and they was probably like, yo, so what the fuck do we get? Well, we won't talk bad about you.
Well,
what?
I want to ask Conspiracy Eric, because I love Conspiracy
Eric. That's what you got to put on next time.
Yeah.
CE.
Yeah. Well, because I'm like, there's so much happening in the world. One thing I'm a little worried about is, what's your take on our focus is on North Korea, and Syria to a degree, but are we? We're still at war with Afghanistan and Iraq, right? What's
in Africa, somewhere in Africa?
And Africa is growing in terms of that. What's your take on those foreign wars?
In terms of the Trump administration and how they see it, because the military, that's just a machine. They got a whole system going, I feel like. But Trump, I feel like honestly, he's trying to find where he can get some gains. You know what I mean? Like find some leverage. Like he's more worried about how he can look good. So obviously, right now today it's North Korea, right? So now it's what can we do on a political level, on a it's not really a military level anymore. So now it's more about negotiations. So he's got to play the good hand because it's now being publicized. So he's going to focus everything on that. When it comes to the Syria situation, I don't even think Trump is paying attention. I think he's just thinking bombs over there. So bombs and drones. I don't even think he understands the idea of negotiating.
What's funny, right? With some kind of what's funny? I imagine when you said that, they mean the fucking room with the map, and it's just like cut to the chase. So bombs. Syria, bombs. North Korea, Rocket Man. Mexico, a wall. You know what I'm saying? Italy, pizza. Some horse shit. Just quick little summaries around
China,
the world.
Rice.
China. China. If you cross out China, China is a great crunch.
The Russians good. I like this salad dressing.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, over Russia you put dollar signs and gold chains or some more shit.
Rubles.
Motherfuckers a sweatsuits.
Yeah. But so let me put a little twist on top of that though, too. The actual Israeli-Palestine issue now. And that's really hurtful because you got protesters who are being killed. Yes.
Bloodshed. So my point is, we already have other shit going on. Like, where the fuck did what does that accomplish and for what? That's a win for evangelicals?
His promises, right? It's all about his campaign
regardless
promises.
of the realities. The reality of is bloodshed and is causing unrest.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, he made promises 2 years ago that he feels like he needs to fulfill 2 years later. But it doesn't even make sense because you're not even really paying attention to what's really going on. Like what you say on the campaign trail is one thing, but like what's actually happening, obviously you didn't have the information that you have right now. So you can easily go in and start talking to the right people, even the people that disagree with you, because you want to hear all sides. He's not even doing that. He's just like, fuck that. This is what I want to do. And he's ignoring the people that are saying, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. Firing them pretty much.
Okay. So on top of that, so we talked about how the South Koreans just played up to his ego, just how Russia did. Basically how anybody does.
That's my theory.
Well, that's quote, allegedly. Let me add that.
It's pretty much
right. And I think I was listening to Trevor Noah, and he did a bit on the whole or one of those talk show people did a bit on the whole John McCain comment. And it's kind of like, usually, and again, another administration, someone makes a comment like that. First of all, the fact that it was leaked is crazy. And that's another conversation, the leaks, how just they quick to snitch. But the fact that there's been no official apology from the White House, and this kind of plays into the personality of Trump of not really apologizing, regardless if
you're talking about the quote that
John McCain,
he wouldn't invite him to his funeral,
no.
or
no. Remember the White House aide, someone in the White House was like, it doesn't matter what John McCain thinks because he's dying anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so basically it was like, fuck John McCain.
Yeah.
It was like, damn.
There was the other comment too.
Remember John McCain was like, I don't want Trump on my funeral.
But then he reversed it. He said, yes, I don't mind that's the one, as long as we reverse roles. And I was like, burn.
Ooh, right.
Oh,
well, that
are you serious?
I got to confirm it.
I didn't hear that.
Confirm or deny.
I'm about to say.
Nah, keep it. Keep it. I like that.
God damn. Yo, that's a low key death threat. You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds. You sure?
Oh, did he just threaten the president of the United States?
Want me dead?
No, he just switch places, dude. Yeah, basically.
No.
Yeah.
Nah, he just said "fuck you." That's
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with the idea that from a personality perspective, it's important to be right, and being right is if you promise something, regardless how ridiculous it is, you have to stand by it. Whether it's someone in your White House saying something crazy about somebody you don't, Trump doesn't like McCain. Because McCain talking shit about Trump since forever. Yeah, day one.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like I definitely agree. I think it's so easy to. I mean, it's almost scary how predictable and how you can kind of play off the ego and the, like you see him at the fucking rallies and he's like, he's the same shit, Cole and this. Like I was reading a fucking article about, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I don't want to get too off subject, but the tariffs, for example. I don't know, that's an economic discussion. But, he did the tariffs and it was like a steel worker or somebody was like, yay, I'm back in work. And I was like, I felt mixed because on one hand, I'm like, great, that's some dude who's been out of work, blah, blah, blah. But on the other hand, I was like, well, look, that's the only, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've been waiting to get a job and fucking making.
That's like one dude.
You steal, motherfucker. Like, that's the only thing. That's the only skill you have. Like, those are jobs. Like, bruh, look at the stock. It's tech. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, we have a lot of traditional businesses, but even then, it's we on some white collar shit right now. The majority of the new shit happening is going to be tech or tech related. It's old school shit.
That's not where they at though. Yeah, they're going to ignore that pretty much when he's in office. They're just like the tech world's going to have to lead on that because he's not going to care about that because he doesn't understand it.
Yeah,
we're just going to get hacked and going to fall behind.
So that means we have to. I mean,
Facebook do something.
So coal workers, steel workers, these fucking factories. I mean, it's just like, bro. I mean, you can bring the motherfuckers back, but I'm pretty sure, at least especially for factories, automation is gonna wipe that shit out because we're worried about automation for white collar jobs. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, the shit is overseas now anyway. Yeah. So even to your point, if it comes back, the auto workers, you got automation there. So all of the Detroit and all up in Illinois.
Yeah, that's just a wrap. So it's just these promises. I'm like, just because you made the promise, get new information that says, okay, at this point, blah blah blah. But I have a team. I have economics advising me now, economists, excuse me. I think it makes sense for me to do this versus that.
He's not listening to them though. That's there's a stat out now saying that people are buying less cars now.
Yeah, people our age are more people live in cities. It's like, fuck that. Why own a car, have that payment and that insurance?
And it was that story that came out, or that announcement that Ford made that they're gonna
the F-150.
Yeah, well, that was just one part of it, but they're only gonna. I gotta get the story right, but they're basically discontinuing like 3 or 4 models
sedans. It's like,
what? Pretty much cars are just going mostly to SUVs.
Which is crazy. So you see oil going up. So what the fuck's going to happen? You're driving your big ass car.
Yeah.
You don't fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. I just get annoyed. My little.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. His focus is in the area that's like he's like stuck in 1980. You know what I mean? Like it's like that's not where we're at.
Yeah, he's like that. He's like a less successful version of Michael Sheen in the Wall Street movie.
Yeah,
you know.
It's like he had a journal in like 20 years ago.
And he brought it back.
He was like, all right, I'm gonna do all this. Let me blow the dust off, and then I'm gonna do all this shit that I've always thought.
Here's a thought.
Fuck a porn star.
Yeah, bucket list shit.
Bucket list.
Hang out with Snoop Dogg, get roasted by comedians.
Yeah. No. Sit
Picture with Kanye. Yeah. Tweet to get this many followers or some shit like that.
Yeah, no shit. Tweet. Maximum followers, 2 million. Yeah. But this, so he's still looking at, and I can never forget this is alleged, I guess. If you tell people what you want them to believe, they'll believe you. You just got to stick with it. And that's what he does, whether it's true or not. And if you need a job, and I'm telling you, I'm going to get you a job, you're going to hold on to that as long as you can.
I mean,
yeah.
And especially you in a position of power and says it's the liberals' fault because you're a Republican anyway, or you're an idiot and you believe anything that people are telling you that you're going to give you, but they've been saying it for years, they're going to give it to you, but it's never materialized. But when you stand up and say, all of them are fucked up and I'm the new guy, they're going to wait another year or two or three, but they're going to believe him because it sounds good. And
he's in that position, like
exactly.
They think he's successful. They think he has money, and he's the old white man, you know how it works. And then it's like, of course, like the argument tends to be, I mean, he's the president, I'm the one that made it. And then, that's kind of how these arguments, I don't know how many arguments you have with these Republicans, but it's always like, well, he's the president, like, I mean, what you gonna do?
You got to support him. You got to support him.
Yeah. And I'm like, the fuck out of here. Like, he can be wrong, right?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So and what's frustrating about the discussion we're having, we could have had 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like the same shit applies. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing different now is, I mean, we got further along in the fucking. I mean, and again, I said this before. This is my little blurb that's come to fruition. I think the fucking porn star is doing major damage.
Major.
Yeah.
So you heard what came out today, though, or today?
Shit, so much 15? Shit. First of all, Michael Evan. I still got to tip my head off to Michael Evanetti. Like, I so want a lawyer like that, just to go on TV constantly and talk shit on my behalf.
And talk shit. I love that. Not we're not going to talk about that.
Right?
It was like,
because
what?
Wait, what happened? Something came out today?
What came out today was they was doing some kind of audit on Trump's stuff, and he gave Cohen like $250,000, and they're trying to say what part of the 130 that everyone was saying that he gave him back. This was a personal money that he gave back to him. Last year. So now they're trying to touch it together on that. But he admitted that he did give him that,
which means
I'm waiting for them to. Yeah, that means he knew. But I'm trying to find, so they're going to be digging in to say under what context, because they're going to continue to try to spin it and like, no, I owed him money.
Can we talk?
And people are going to be like, oh, he just owed him money. That's his lawyer. No, you don't. You pay him for his work. You don't owe him money. That's two different goddamn things.
Right. I want to hear conspiracy E's take on Rudy Giuliani, because in between Michael Cohen and it's just Trump is so smart and has the best people. Michael Cohen is dumb. Rudy Giuliani is dumber. So what's your take on that? There must be there's something I'm missing, some sort of conspiracy at play.
I don't know if it's a conspiracy. I mean, it's probably something as simple as Michael Cohen is like Jewish and he's a lawyer, so therefore he knows money. You know, Rudy Giuliani.
Right?
Yeah, he was. Rudy Giuliani was he the
he was the mayor?
Yeah. You know, he got his name that was huge around the whole
9/11.
9/11. And he stopped a lot of what was it? There was some crimes going on.
Yeah, with
like
the Gotti and a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
that he was going after when he was.
Was it prosecutor?
He was a prosecutor.
Yeah, exactly. He was a prosecutor because he was that first.
Okay.
And the way his tactics were kind of aggressive. I mean, he did it in a way that was. I don't even want to say if it was controversial, but maybe it was. I don't know so much about.
You got some dude who went after mobsters, and that's gonna help you get out of this.
Right. It's old shit. I told you got a journal. You know? So
right.
The journal.
This motherfucker was the shit in 1998.
Yeah. So he think he got an all-star, squad. That's all it is. I got Michael Jordan right now on my team.
This is what's confusing about that. Remember, he was supposed to put him on his cabinet, but they didn't feel that he was smart enough or good enough to be on his cabinet. So they dropped his ass off and said, "Don't fucking call me." And he was like, I don't know why he did it. I don't know. And then he faded off somewhere to Fox and started doing commentary. But all of a sudden, they bringing his ass back. And the first thing he does is like, oh yeah, he paid him the money. He paid his money back, of course. What do you think? And he was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he was like, what? And they was like, he's obviously getting on the air. Drunk than a motherfucker. It was like, yep, I'm back on the air.
I was thinking the same thing. Because I saw the clip and I was like, this motherfucker, he's drunk, high, something. He's on something. Like, he was too relaxed.
Kind of like, and I'm telling you, I was fucking telling you,
leaning back, scratching his side, like, man, that's what it felt like.
Nigga, what?
Shit. He paid. And then the Fox guy, I forget his name, but he was trying to help him. He was like, no, but that's not what you mean, right? You mean that he didn't lend the money. He just held on to it.
No.
And he was like, no,
it's not illegal though.
No, he gave him the money. Yeah.
So just the fact that you said it was not illegal didn't mean that it wasn't illegal though. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. You know that. Just to make sure we're clear. That's what they say all the time. Just to be clear. There's nothing wrong with anything.
You dumb fuck.
There's nothing wrong with doing that.
That's what's frustrating, man. Look how mediocre you can be. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You get picked up for the squad.
The bar is low. Yeah, it's a low bar.
So do you think? Let's swing it back again. Do you think he tried to get somebody better and couldn't?
You know what? That's a great point. So a lot of people probably said no, just based off
fucking mind. Yep.
Like, bro, this nigga go to jail.
Yeah. Look,
I go down with that shit.
I can't fucking defend that.
Yeah,
I'll take the money, but look,
like the money is tempting, but you too close.
I can't defend that. I can't.
You too close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I think what it is, you have to. It's the mindset. First of all, you got to be like a lawyer type, where it's just like you got to be cutthroat, and then you just got to be. You have to be like evil because it's an image thing, and then it's all right. You have to know all the worst case scenarios, right? So you know that it's most likely that he fucked up somewhere in this. And then there's information that probably no one else knows that he's finding out. I bet once they find out that information, they're like, oh, fuck that. Like, because then his name, that lawyer's name is in there. And it's probably like a loss, you got to have the win-loss ratio, I bet. I mean, I'm telling you, he went to his journal and he was like, I know somebody. Let me get my boy.
He was in 9/11.
He had to.
He controlled the whole talking lines. He can do that for me.
Yeah.
Call up Giuliani. Yeah. And Giuliani at home like, I could have got a position. Who's calling? Yeah. Jump right on that bitch. But so I'm really disturbed about a lot of these conflicts are a distraction for this investigation. So he pushed the fact to get the embassy in Israel. So he pushed that. He told Syria, I'm not going to get involved in that because then it'll be my war. And he don't want that to be his war. He's trying to take all the credit for the Korean summit that's coming up. But then they back channeled his ass on that. So if you keep your intention on that side of the world, and you got Venezuela that the people are eating rats over there, and you got dictators getting back in that position with one of the largest oil reserves in the world, but fucking paying attention to that shit because that's foreign policy again. We're in a fucked up position, and all he's trying to do is distract us from looking at the continuing, investigation of movement.
Now, Mike, and this is for both of y'all. That said, one thing we need to talk about is there's an article that mentioned how Pence is positioning himself. Like he's campaigning for people, fundraising. He's active politically more than other past vice presidents, just because there's speculation that he sees the writing on the wall and is preparing for his time. So do you see Pence kind of going independent from Trump?
I mean, probably getting ready for 2020. I mean, that it makes sense if he's doing that. What's funny is when you said that, I forgot all about it.
And that's the problem.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's smart. You know what I mean? Like you don't want. That's what it's about. All this is about an image. Like you don't want to be a part of this administration like that. So if you are in it, and obviously is as the VP, you gotta act like, look, I ain't got nothing to do with these big decisions. I'm
the VP.
In the room.
That's all I am. I don't make decisions like that.
Yeah, he's got a resume that now says VP. That at the very least, he's been in the room. So he's talked to those people. So his argument now could be like, you could trust me, and I knew what was wrong, and now I could do. That's pretty much how.
I think he's so hidden though. So I think you make a good point though that he's positioning himself, but I think he's so hidden with no true agenda other than saying the Bible will be the law of the land as soon as he gets in. I think everyone knows that. I don't think he's. I think if he's positioning himself, he's positioning it in a way to. I think exactly what you said. He was. Look, that's that guy. I'm a politician. I know what to do. So once I'm in, I'll get things corrected. But you're not going to get it corrected if he said, I can't be in a room with women unless my wife is there. No gay people are considered citizens because they're an abomination to God. And, shit like that.
Yeah.
That's not going to bode well.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think he has a chance to move. I feel like that's one of those situations where even Republicans would be like, "Damn!" Like I think he's a different kind of extreme because I don't even think he has a good voice. When it comes to having a message and people follow, he's kind of a robot. You know what I mean? Like he's just kind of a follower. He just has that follower mentality. I don't think he's gonna lead us to the promised land. At least Trump kind of talks like he could. Even though he's an asshole,
but he gained more because of being an asshole. Where Pence will go toward the evangelicals,
right? But he's a different kind of asshole.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's an asshole. I think he's just. I'll just say evil.
Delusional.
It's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. That's probably a better way.
So, Chaz, what do you think about it?
Look. I'm mixed, man. Because on one hand, if realistically, the probability is increasing for Trump. For not not serving his term,
his complete term.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. So we talked about North Korea, Syria. Like, how do those things look under? What's the name? Pence. Now, I have two theories. One is going to be worse, or the second, less popular option is he's going to be censored, and He's going to move closer to the center and actually govern like probably George W.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it depends on the people who he put in place. Because
Yeah.
I know, I feel he would be replacing a lot of these idiots that he put in and put in more politicians.
Well, okay, but what one thing with all the leaks in the White House, right? Not a lot has been leaked about Pence.
Cause he ain't shit.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I mean,
What?
yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's any stories to say with him.
I think the story is already
He's
told.
just gonna lay low.
But I'm just saying there's no antics is what I'm saying. There's no bullshit.
right.
Now obviously the elephants in the room are what you mentioned, the gay thing and the women thing. That's like wow. That's crazy. But other than that, compared to Trump, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay.
That's almost civil.
Yeah. Now he's boring compared to Trump. That's the thing. It's almost like it's almost a black white kind of thing in terms of like a personality. So I don't even. There's probably people that don't care for him at all. Like I'm talking on the other side, like Trump supporters that are like, oh yeah, him. That's right. Thinking the same thing we're thinking. Like he's just in the shadows. So I think he's purposely just trying to just play his role. You know what I mean? Like he's a role player.
I'm just saying,
that's what he is.
but
That's exactly
realistically, 2020, Pence versus a Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
How will the Trump voters go? Because a lot of the Trump voters did vote for Obama.
Yeah.
So
based off of misinformation.
Still, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I'm not. You know what? I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think. Well, I'm saying this in retrospect, but I don't think Hillary could beat him because I just think Hillary would have this.
So Hillary's done.
No. I'm just saying. No. Hypothetically, in terms of like how people would galvanize, and I don't
beat Pence or who are you talking
Pence.
about?
I think it would still be like a similar. I think he would galvanize Republicans who are tired of Obama.
Now, there's some Republicans I know. Like I know Kasich would beat Hillary.
Yeah, Kasich would be
like
a lot better position.
Shit, I might have voted for Kasich, but I mean, but no.
I'm just saying though. But Pence versus who? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna? Who? Yeah. What challengers is Corey? Is Corey
Bernie Sanders?
Is Bernie in?
Bernie.
Well, if it's Bernie and Pence, I think Bernie would have had it.
No, is Bernie in though?
So I don't know. Or Biden.
I don't think Biden's in.
No, I think Biden is in. I think
Biden might. Yeah,
just based off the bullshit.
The bullshit and him admitting it because he can't keep his mouth shut. If you ask them, so, did Obama really want to kill motherfuckers? Oh yeah, he's always said that, and they'd be like, yo, motherfucker, you don't supposed to say that. Oh, but he did. What up? Biden is like that. And people like that straight talking shit. And he has that kind of look, but he's also a politician that knows how to, go in between both parties as well.
I mean,
he works it.
How to work the system. Yeah.
So
he's still.
I'm saying I'll feel comfortable if he says fuck it, like I'm in, or don't tiptoe around it because I guess next year it'll officially start.
Yep.
2019, but I'm just saying Pence versus like if I don't know, man. I think we have to keep an eye out on that guy because
You think so?
I think so. I
mean, I feel like if Trump just runs again, like Pence is out the picture. You know what I mean? Like I mean, you could put in Paul Ryan. And then I think Pence is out the picture, That's
if Trump runs again, I think that's a very easy. That's a Democratic win because you're going to have people being like, the message is going to be, see what happens when you sit at home. See, there's going to. I would basically imagine fear-based politics. It's going to be all fear.
I got you, but
yeah, I don't know.
You think he's going to?
I mean, if he ran again. I mean, I'm saying if he ran again, I wouldn't say it's like a landslide or it's not obvious. Like he ain't gonna win it. it'll still be close. The Democrats need to build up
Mike,
some ground right now. So
you made a point earlier, and I'm sorry, I just now thinking about connecting it. So kind of like what you're saying, how it's not going to be a slam dunk or whatever landslide. It's just because the messaging, the Democrats just aren't there in terms of their messaging, their mouthpiece. And how you're saying, we're saying how we just love how Michael Avenatti is just talk shit day in, day out. The Democrats have to be like, they just have to talk shit. They just have to just be almost unreasonable and be like, look,
unreasonable.
You can vote Republican. Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you're just gonna, vote a Republican, nigga, what? Do that shit if you want to, suck ass motherfucker.
He's like, you fucking ass, you bitch ass.
Yeah, I had a cousin who voted Republican. The motherfucker's dead. That's the end of the ad.
He lost his health insurance.
No, I'd just be like, he died. Yeah, or just some bullshit. Yo, I had a cousin. I have a family member who's a Republican. The motherfucker's in the Klan. That's the ad.
He was converted.
It's a real fucked up like little commercials. You'd be like Michael Avenatti, like, look, Michael Cohen is obviously the dumbest lawyer I've ever seen. He doesn't know what's going on. He made a lot of mistakes. Every time he opens his mouth, it's Christmas. I hope you know what I'm saying. Like the way he talks shit is just so. Yeah, like
some jokes up with that bitch, right? Yeah,
like I'm with it because it's such a from a opposite Republican perspective. It's such a breath of fresh air. So I'm not saying.
But the Democrats are fucked up to the point of, we can't do that. That's not professional, and we're that's why you keep losing.
Talking shit is fun, so
you keep losing.
Yeah,
it is. People are entertained by people.
You need somebody that's clever and has the wit
and that's what I'm saying.
And have a sense of humor on top of that, because I don't think Hillary has
and that's why I said what I said before. No. So I think if it's Pence, to me it's going to be harder because the politic versus politic. Whereas Trump, you can feed off the emotion of this Trump motherfucker. Whereas Pence is more of he can probably position himself different. Well, he's going to backtrack. He's going to, know what I'm saying?
But you can play off that. You can say he kept quiet, so he was agreeing with it by staying silent when things were going wrong. He was complicit.
I want to agree. So I want to agree, but Pence is so he's a regular disciplined politician. Trump is going to give you the mistakes. He's just going to fuck up. I mean, the people he picks are dumb, so the people around him are going to fuck up and create scandal.
But hold on, when you say fuck up though, like you got to ask who's doing the scoreboard, like who's. Because that's what voting is,
know. Trump supporters are probably going to say, I fucked the porn star once. Wasn't all that.
I tried, but he's better than me, so I give him credit.
Yeah, there's 1,000 people died in Syria. Whatever. Like they don't like.
It's not Indiana.
The voters don't care. Well, I shouldn't say the voters, but his voters definitely don't care. Like about shit that Democrats care about. You just it's about the message.
Or human beings care about.
Well, yeah. That's what we want to. I don't even know anymore, man.
I know.
We kind of have to care about that.
I mean, thing, but that's true. I don't know. I
hear you.
I don't want to jump too far ahead, but I'm like, okay, if this Robert Mueller shit, you know what I'm saying? Just worst case scenario. I mean, there's going to be two scenarios for the Republican, or at least the administration side. The two scenarios are Trump runs again or Pence runs. Now, obviously, he's going to be challenged by a Republican challenger. That's obvious, but still, I'm just saying.
Chad, so let me say this. All right. So first of all, I can't imagine a world where he doesn't run again.
Just based off the ego and what we talked about. The people love me. I'm going to run. It's going to be amazing.
They want me to run.
Yeah, it's too humbling to just think, okay, I'm not
too much shit going on.
Run again, Yeah, it's just like hell no. Like you saw what I did. I was running the fucking country. I'm gonna do this shit again.
According to the Senate, didn't they release that it was confirmed Russia did what they did for the third fucking time? This is fourth information. It was confirmed he had help from Russia. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But they're also saying they're going to do it again.
Russia?
What are you going to do about President?
Oh,
they're doing it now.
Shit.
They're going to do it again. What? And he's like, man, I ain't got time for that shit.
It says it's going to help.
Still got the
it's going to help in his favor because we're weaker with that leadership. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let's go with your two scenarios again.
Okay.
The fact that
now again,
they don't get them.
This is the primaries. Obviously, the Republicans have to pick the person.
Right, but if he's in and we don't get him, he's going to run again.
Now,
his ego says, I'm going to run again.
Which is, to me, easier.
Yeah. So I think the Pence wild card is if they take care of him next year and he's impeached, and, forced to resign or whatever fuck happens, then we get a chance to look at how Pence governs. So that's when you can say, how do we approach him in the primary?
What are the chances? Fair enough.
Yeah, that's when you really see it. But if it takes it to the end and he knows if he stays in any longer, they're going to get his ass. And he's like, I think I've done enough. I made enough money as the president because all my businesses has increased by 170% as opposed to going bankrupt. Yeah, I'm fucking good, And then you got your boy Michael Cohen, who was selling his business.
It's essential consultants.
They gave him this shit on fucking John Oliver was funny as fuck. AT&T gave him $1 million to not fucking deal with him. They was like, you know what? We're not gonna fucking deal with you, but keep that $1 million. But don't fucking call me. Yeah. They gave him $1 million to say, don't fucking call me, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. That's still kind of suspect, though. I mean, they still work with him,
But there was probably some shit that they said that was, look, I'll let you keep the $1 million, but you better not say a fucking thing. If you're liable to give me my goddamn money back, and we'll spend it easily in our favor. But keep this $1 million.
Oh, yeah. Well, they got the leverage, so yeah, it's like, hey, take the $1 million, and you got some shit going on.
Shut the fuck up.
Some shit going on.
So take care. Bye bye. But that shit. So Chaz, I think in that manner, if he does get out, we can see the way he's going to govern because he's not going to, with his evangelical ego, he's still going to try to do something to say, now it's my chance to put God before everyone. And you'd be like, here it comes. Here it comes.
Right. Yeah. Now, okay, let's talk about the Michael Cohen thing for a little bit. How do you think Trump supporters are going to view, hey, this guy is supposed to drain the swamp, but his guy is fucking selling access to the president? That's another lobbyist, dirty move.
Now, I feel like voters or Trump supporters or whatever, I don't think they actually understand how that even works, Like, I hear you with that, and I actually think that's definitely a problem, but I don't even think that registers. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that moves the meter with them. It should,
But to me, I mean, you're exactly right, E. I think more so they don't fucking care. They're going to say, that's not Trump. That was just his lawyer. His lawyer's crooked.
Wow.
Trump's not crooked.
Wow.
They'll take that step back to say, damn, he hired a really dumb guy. Damn. Poor Trump.
He did drop him, bro. Yeah. I mean, he's like, hey, that's his problem. Like, Trump's trying to
distance himself. So Cohen got a lawyer to say, look, I got some shit that Trump agreed on. So if you really want to go to court, we got some shit too.
Yeah, I mean, I really hope Michael Cohen flips on what's the name, because I'm just thinking if he's dumb and just commits a bunch of crimes, that's the only leverage is to flip.
Yeah, but so what are they going to get him on? How much time can he get? Will he actually go to jail? Because I forgot one of the other guys at the news channel, and he was like, he wouldn't go good being in jail because, the jail people, the black people there he's not going to go well.
Wait, what?
I got to find that shit. And he was on the news saying that. And I'm like,
they're saying they was going to beat his ass?
That they was going to rape his ass. And he's talking nonchalantly. And you see the lady looking at him like, what the?
Wasn't that? Wasn't that Rudy Giuliani?
No, it was one of the other. It's that older guy. He came on one other time, said some outrageous shit. So again, these old races, they don't even realize how they fucking sound, and that's part of his, the people that he hang out with. And he was just going on, and the reporter was looking at him like, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? But he's saying, yeah, he's got to be careful because he's not the kind of guy that can go up in jail and defend himself. These big black inmates. And I was like, yo, not only are you fucking saying he's going to be raped, he's going to be raped by black people. I'm like, wow. So this is just this. You can't write this out to say this is a movie. Everything about this shit is just ridiculous.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Ever since Trump's been president, it like fucked up House of Cards. That movie is no longer a movie. That Netflix show, whatever, but is no longer like creative. Think outside the box. There's nothing about it that's like, oh shit, they, motherfucker just killed so and so. The president. Like. That none of that shit is.
We just don't know where the dead bodies are. That's the only difference. The only difference is we can't say these dead bodies are part of the administration. Yeah. That's the only.
Well, shit. Are you sure?
Everything.
I mean, these goddamn leaks. Like, did you hear the story how Sarah Sanders had the meeting? Hey, I know you're gonna leak this, but stop leaking about the goddamn meetings. And then someone called and leaked about the meeting about the leaks. Leaking the meeting about the leaks. It was just like
leaking the meeting about.
It was just like
they got.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they stay having those meetings.
And then motherfuckers get fired, so it's the same culture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it doesn't matter who's in. Yeah. This motherfucker it's just some leaky talking motherfucker. Like, we're gonna know where the body's at soon.
Yeah, sooner or later.
It's gonna keep leaking though, man. Because they got like thousands of employees in that administration.
Yeah, but
you can't
Obama administration, I don't remember it. I don't remember being like this.
Because
that's how crazy it is.
That's the politics of doing the right thing or attempting to do the right thing. So there's people who would say morally, he's trying to do his best under the conditions. That's cool. But they know this dude is outright fucking ignorant. And stupid. He's fucked up. He hates women. He's racist. All the above. And one thing came up when I was listening to a couple of shows too. The FBI, the Justice Department, they're part of the executive branch, and the executive branch is turning on itself.
Yeah.
They're saying, you motherfucker. Every time you do some bullshit, we telling. Somebody's gonna tell something. And either I'm going to quit or I'm just going to tell and wait around to listen to the next shit that I can tell. They're waiting to tell on these motherfuckers, man. That's crazy to me.
I'm still waiting for Jeff Sessions, like, because they talking about getting rid of him, or at least they were talking about it. Like, he's the one that's like kind of keeping all this shit running.
Yeah,
because he can go in and just. I mean, he's the police.
That's true.
As fucked up as he is, you're right. He's holding a balance to not let the shit go off the rails. Even though he's a crazy old racist, fucking xenophobic ass.
Go towards dictatorship.
He's right there, because if he just say, you know what, let it go. From now on, race war begin. That's the motherfucker would allow it to happen.
Yeah,
but he's holding out.
Let's just real quick. Let's talk about some of the other people. My two favorites, cabinets: Rick Perry and Ben Carson. Look at the side.
Wow. So I haven't heard from Rick Perry, which is funny.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a funny or
it's probably a good thing.
Probably is.
Honestly. Well, for them, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, just
anymore. He's no longer weird, because that was his thing. He was
because you're running into these crazy other motherfuckers like the EPA people,
and
Scott people Pruitt going in and out. Yeah, see all of these other people doing the most craziest shit. What's the Treasury guy?
Mnuchin? Yeah.
That's motherfucker there.
There was a story I just saw. It just popped up like an hour ago. Something about how they're doing some trade with China right now. Something that's like massive. Some kind of trade with China they're negotiating. But apparently it just got reported, another leak, that he was arguing like a shouting match. It was like a disagreement with China and their negotiators. And they were in a shouting match, like a public, like out. And I don't know where the fuck it was. I didn't read the full story, but apparently it's just now coming out that he's like, there's some argument with some Chinese negotiators in the trade, whatever that trade is that they got they just started talking about. So I don't know if that's like, he might be kind of fucking up right now. I don't know what's going on, but apparently there's not, I don't know what's going on with China, but him and his I need to find out more information.
But you know that the big thing with that is, they pull back on the tariffs. So the tariffs are delayed. They're not in effect yet, but they're delayed. And then they're trying to renegotiate to say tariffs to who and how much. But except for, getting a good plan together to correct the tariffs, he went out and say tariffs against China. And they was like, China's like, you motherfucker, are you crazy? Okay, this is our list. And they was like, you can't do this, dude. You fucking can't do it. Yes, I am. I'm the president. And all of a sudden, everything was put on freeze. So that makes that totally different. Totally. I think I need to read about that because he's another one of those egomaniac motherfuckers too that think he can say and do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in Politico,
it's
actually.
Political? Okay.
It says tensions erupt among Trump trade officials ahead of China talks. Apparently it's just I think they were doing some talks right now with some Chinese negotiators in Washington. Okay. But then somehow the deal hasn't gone through yet because of the secretary, the Steve Mnuchin.
Crazy fuck.
And some trade advisor, Peter Navarro.
Yeah, I know. That's that one.
But Stephen Mnuchin, he's the one with the wife, right? That was
taking pictures of the money with the mint and the fucking Fort Knox with the gold and shit
on the private jet.
Yeah,
with the $1 million bags and clothes and posting on Instagram like she like an IG dot or some shit. Yeah,
he said, "Here's where the money is being fucking." Yeah, he's like, "Come on, really?"
Yeah,
that's my bitch right there.
Hey, just real quick, and this is especially important to the Black community. I'm just reading something in terms of just the people that Trump engages with, for example. So again, going to the Cambridge Analytica thing, buddy Christopher Wiley, they had his ass testify, in terms of what the fuck they did, and according to him, Steve Bannon, wanted to suppress voters. Yeah, and they target like Black voters. So if you feel like it's one of those things where like, is it when people ask like, well, is it really harder for people to vote? Like motherfuckers like him, that's their aim. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is really real.
Gerrymandering.
Yeah. You know what they do? They do that behind the scenes and they don't ever talk about anything like that. So that way, when people finally realize it, people like us or actual media like that dig in front of these stories, they just kind of like, what are you talking about? Like, we're not doing that. And then it just dies in the whole thing. So it's hard to even do that because when they have all that power, man, and now they really got power. When I say power, I'm talking like, from the top. So it's that gerrymandering shit.
That's no joke. But quick other note I wanted to put out. Sports betting is now on every fucking state.
About time.
Supreme Court said, yes, you can bet on sports any and every.
Yeah.
You know who's at the top, right? We got New Jersey. New Jersey's already
dirty
on top
state.
They already
dirty city, dirty fucking state.
Next is prostitution. It's like you can.
Next is prostitution.
Gamble, that's smoke weed.
No, weed is next. Yeah, that's right. Weed, then prostitution. Yeah, because you got to get high and be ready to lay down.
So you gamble. You like, damn, lost some money. Then you smoke.
I lost some money
because you sad.
You
Then you're
smoke.
like, shit, I feel good, so you gotta fuck.
I got this $1. I got this $100 left. About to go get me some ass.
Oh, that's the triple play.
I just at least a hand job, $100. There you go.
The Jersey job.
The Jersey job. The JJ. The fucking JJ. But yeah, so
hey.
this the one. This one popped up too. They did the Democrats won
Pennsylvania.
The net neutrality. Net neutrality. So it's gonna get delayed, and then they're gonna have to fight it all over again.
Pennsylvania too, though.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No, you might have more insight, right? Then they win some seats, and it was a new election, right?
Yeah, I heard about. I don't know this. I don't know the details, but yes, I heard that they won some seats in Pennsylvania.
Women,
I don't know how it was just
women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like 2 seats,
but it was
right?
just. I know that's like another victory, so that's good. Women are definitely stepping up. So
yeah.
Yeah, we need the women to step up, bro, so they can see it in perspective to say, look, just get these old racist, misogynist motherfuckers out. Make life better for us all.
Yeah,
I'll support you.
Yeah, we need people to just sign up to just run a lot of shit anyway. I wonder if that's part of the problem. Like
they just
Republicans,
sign up.
they just
fill out the paperwork.
They sign up to because they feel like they were like, let me run this shit. You know,
and
I can run this town,
and they fucking win. Yep.
Yeah. Because they just do whatever they can to win, and the Democrats.
They need to let me run the DNC. I'll basically be like Michael Evanetti on TV every day. Trump is a loser. Don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I be talking all types of shit. You know, fuck the. You a suck ass motherfucker.
You suck ass bitches around here. Y'all need to just put me in so I can get rid of these bitches. Whoa! Second applause. You know. Shit.
Yeah, but, GOP.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, we good. No, I just wanted to put that out there because this one was a quick update because wanted to update with a lot of shit, and it's funny to say it this way because we even started off this way. It was a slow week or two, relative, because of the outrageous shit that's been going on. And it just, the outrageousness of what's been going on has just slowed down.
Well,
that's all that happened.
Yeah. I mean, if you got North Korea that's gonna
allegedly
have peace talks, and
I think niggas may switch at the last second. I don't know.
Flip on your ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you switch it all up, all these stories, and then on top of that, the whole the capital being in Jerusalem, the stuff going on in Syria, the Russia stuff that just keeps popping up. Obviously, the Michael Cohen stuff. If you put in Obama, like him in office, like this would be a wild week. Like like the stories.
And we like, what are you gonna do as a president? You're not keeping us safe. You're not keeping us safe.
Yeah. It'd be like. Yeah, impeachment would be the top of the conversation.
You know what? I know something else. I won't say I'm shocked, but I finally saw Avengers, right?
Oh, okay.
It's a fucking children's movie.
A who?
It's a children's movie. Yeah.
Children's?
The fuck?
Wait, why you say that?
Yeah, no shit.
You heard
That's one of the best fucking ones ever.
That shit was.
No, it was people still in tights. It was just kind of.
It felt like a PG movie kind of thing. Is that what you think?
Just might have to talk about this offline.
No, I just like
some of the suspension of disbelief. Because after I watched the movie, I was like, that was really interesting. Then some of the plot points is like, wait, I didn't.
Well, hold on, Chaz. Okay, so in comparison to Black Panther,
Black Panther is just a great film. It had artistic value.
Yeah.
Right.
The Avengers was just setting up the next piece of their fucking. It was in
Africa, so,
yeah, but that's what you're supposed to, because it was leading up to how do you end this? And see, and to me, and I think I'm more into it because I follow the comic books, and part of the true essence of the comic book, dude, that's what happened. That's exactly what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
So
well, what I'm
I
saying
knew
is,
it was going somewhere else.
No, what I'm saying is, it was just kind of like
don't bitch up now. You running for office. Don't bitch up now.
No. Look, after seeing Black Panther, I'm like, oh man, Black Panther was the last shit. I know they're gonna follow up with something that's like, motherfucker just came in and basically this shit was easy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this nigga could have done this shit
Thanos is the
2 years ago.
powerful fucking villain in the universe.
Yeah, but he could have did that shit like 2-3 years ago.
No, without the glove, he wasn't.
I mean, if he took the glove off, he won't. I mean,
so those niggas are Michael Jackson.
Yeah, okay. exactly. The glitter glove. That's it. No shit. Got the Jackson glove on, bullshit.
I guess maybe I don't understand the comics, but some of this plot points. I won't say dismissing disbelief, but the plot points is fucking me up.
Right.
I'm like,
well, Chaz, just to give you a background, I mean, my pops talked all about the comic book, so I kind of I knew all the story well, not the whole story, but I kind of had an earlier appreciation of it. So I kind of now it's like I'm an old man, not an old man, but older. Now I'm like, now I'm seeing, it's not just cartoons anymore. Now it's it's the real
kid
shit.
So
it's a little different.
Okay, if that's how you're gonna say, if that's how you're gonna put it, that's probably exactly what it is. Honestly, because
I mean, it's like a successful, a lot, the nostalgia stuff. They bring shit back, but then they make it better.
Black Panther
or they
wasn't
make
a
it
kids
worse.
movie.
It's just,
but obviously it talked about the struggle and all of that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
So it was deep. You know what I'm saying? Killmonger was right.
That wasn't
on a certain level.
Yeah. But Black Panther really wasn't a superhero movie. It was
coming of age type.
Yeah, it was a drama, coming of age, suspenseful espionage. It was made for you to feel it, where Avengers was
dumber.
Part of the series, though. It was part of the series. If you didn't appreciate the previous series, you wouldn't appreciate this one, because everything led up to this. And if you picked up all of the little Easter eggs and shit that was there, it was leading to this. It was. But you don't know. Yeah. Most people don't know who the main villain is. If you follow the comics, everybody was in fear of that motherfucker. So when he stepped in, that's why.
Okay.
That's just what it was.
Well, how many Marvel movies have you seen?
The one I seen before this one was Black Panther and Thor 2.
The Ragnarok?
Yeah, and then before that one, or 3, whichever one that is.
You seen the Civil War?
I seen Civil War, and I like that one because Captain America was like, Tony, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
I was into that. I was like, go get him.
Bust his ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what got me into it more? I forget what year it was, how long ago. I started seeing the Iron Man one because I was big on Iron Man.
Yeah.
Growing obviously the Wolverine, but I couldn't fuck with the Spider-Man, with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Tobey Maguire.
It was a drama though.
Corny. It was just who is this?
It was okay.
Yeah. I couldn't. He was too. Everything that you're saying about the Avengers, it was a kid kind of thing. That's what I saw when
Spider-Man. It was definitely catering to the kids. It was just too corny. I agree.
Yeah, but so what I started doing is I start going back, and I watched the Thors. After I saw the Wolverines, and then I saw the Iron Man, and then what was one of the other Marvel movies?
I don't know.
Around the Iron Man, the first one, they started having other.
Oh, the Iron Man, the Thor.
Probably Captain America.
Thor. I think it might have been Captain. I didn't get to Captain yet. So what I did is I started reading and how the movies were connecting, because you didn't really realize that all the movies were connecting at all.
Yeah, the sequels. I got that part. Yeah,
not even the sequels. It would be just to the point that it was just a totally I thought Thor had nothing to do with it. I was just it's just Marvel, and it was just okay. It didn't click that obviously this was a whole.
Oh, they're in the same universe. Right.
Yeah, or some of them weren't in the same universe, but they still connected some way. So I started watching the Thors, and I actually literally I sat down with me and my wife. I think we were just girlfriend. That's how long ago it was, the first Thor, and we were just watching it, and then somehow the Thor one, it got us hyped up. We was like, oh, that shit was pretty good. And we watched the second one. And it was like, oh, wait a minute, that connects with yada yada. And then we started watching another one. I forget what it was.
So into that kind of shit.
No, but the Avengers brought together the Iron Man and the Thor. And when the Avengers got together,
I was
the first Avengers.
I was excited. I think seeing that after the first one was cool. But at this point, I was like, you know
what you need to do, Chaz? You need to watch Guardians of the Galaxy. You seen that?
No. Oh my God.
You see that? Yeah. That'll connect everything. I promise you. You'll be like, okay. Like, I promise.
Especially the first one. The first one's going to tell you the villain.
Yeah.
And the villain looked terrible on those.
He looks great.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks so realistic.
I enjoyed his performance. But it was just like, I guess in a nutshell, I was just kind of like, these are still motherfuckers in tights. I guess the follow up to Black Panther was just so fucking good from a drama level, dramatic level. Yeah. It was just seeing motherfuckers in tights shooting lasers. It's like, damn it.
I think they're trying to clean that up too, by the way. Because you got, they changed Captain America's
uniform and
outfit.
Then they had highlights. That.
So he would even say, yo, you got my fucking wearing my beard now. He's like, what's up with that and shit? So they even changed the way Thor started reacting toward them. And he wound up being one of the most powerful motherfuckers on there, where before it was Hulk.
Yeah.
Or you had to respect goddamn Iron Man. Fucking.
Yeah. Or it's still Hulk.
But he fuck up Hulk, man, with that big ass hammer now.
That's true.
That axe. That's fucking amazing. Yeah. But again, man, if you didn't follow the storyline with all of them, because my wife went back and she saw them when I saw them, but she went back and said, this is that guy. Oh, that's that jewel. Oh, wait a minute. Right. That's the jewel that's part of the... And she connected all of those up.
I'm not into it like on that level.
So, I got you.
I think you would, though. I promise. I think you would. Like, if you just gave it time, because I'm trying to tell you, like, my wife.
Maybe later. Maybe if I'm a successful entrepreneur, I can just sit around and watch fucking Marvel movies. But fuck that, man.
No, so he's not there. You gotta be part of those people. Right. You gotta actually.
Fuck that. I'm not doing that shit.
So he's one of those, because it's a black movie, I'm going to go see it. Oh, Black Panther was amazing. See, so me as a comic book fan, I thought Infinity Wars was a better movie than Black Panther, but because it was different. Black Panther is fantastic, but as a comic book fan, Infinity War was the ultimate shit.
I got you, because it gave you everything.
It gave me everything, exactly.
And it gave you everything better than fucking Justice League or whatever.
Justice League and everything else before it. It brought it all together, and it brought all the characters.
Yeah, the ensemble genre. I got you.
Justice League was terrible.
It was straight ass.
That shit. I didn't even finish it. That's how bad it was. I didn't even care about the ending. I saw it on
on that thing.
Yeah, spoiler alert. They won. Yeah, they won.
Fire stick.
That's what they won. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, who
won? And Superman is alive. Ta-da!
Yeah. Like, how do you fuck up a Batman and Superman movie?
No. Batman and Superman, you gotta get the deleted scenes. It brings the whole story together.
Really?
It does.
Why do it does that?
Because looking at the undeleted scenes, you'd be like, what the fuck is he mad at him for? This is some stupid shit. All of a sudden, he's just mad at him. No, the deleted scenes gives you the reason, doing the research and everything. And I was like, this is why he was pissed.
And so let me clarify. So one thing, like when I break down a movie, I'm like, just the suspension of disbelief or plot points. I can go really deep, or I can be like, at the end of the day, this is commercial family.
It's just a fucking movie.
It's not that deep. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I'm being tongue in cheek. That's why I say kid movie. Kind of like Justice League. It's a fucking. They're marketing it to the fucking. Hey, let's take the kids out to this shit.
Yeah,
this horse shit. You know what I'm saying?
He was still killing folks up in that bitch though.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. Deadpool.
I want something gruesome, dog. I want like Daredevil.
I know, right?
I want to see like Daredevil type shit.
No Punisher. E, did you
Like,
see
fuck the
Punisher?
kids, man. Just go
you want to see
in there and
motherfucker
just
get
chop
deep
heads
fried?
off. I did, yeah. Well,
Fucking
yeah,
bone
I
off.
wanted heads being smashed in cars and shit. Dude. These
Yeah,
motherfuckers can
that's how
pick
they
people
are.
up and break them in half with their hands. I'm like,
See,
why am I not seeing that?
he has
like,
an NRA card. You didn't know?
That's
Oh
reality.
boy. Hey,
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
look, let's
Look at guns go off.
let's.
Nigga
All
bang
right, we
bang.
get out of
nigga.
hand.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
My bad.
Repo, rethink politics.
On that note, that's some.
And that's why we shouldn't vote for
You got
Trump.
black
man.
people grabbing guns, and you know what's
Jesus
going to happen.
Christ.
You know, just it. So, no, guys, I appreciate y'all getting on tonight. We definitely got to get back together. This was a quick recap of relatively what was going on. Any last words there, E?
Yeah, so we didn't get to it, but my vote for a potential Democrat candidate, I'm just going to throw it out there, Eric Holder.
Ooh.
I'm just going to throw it out there. He's coming, and check the record.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I said that about 6 months ago. So anyway,
he's getting out there.
But
Yeah, that's true.
my vote.
You're right.
All right.
You're right.
Well, if I may say, quick little blurb. I do plan on running for president, and I said this before, just for no other reason, just to be on TV and be like, man, fuck your Mark ass.
And get a war chest.
Get a war chest. Nah, but really, I just want to call people Marks and just call suck
on the
ass
air,
motherfuckers.
on the air.
Suck ass. Put your Mark bitch ass up. Put your Mark ass.
Yes. Hey.
You should do that.
And then you'd be on CNN,
Remember,
Fox, and everything and shit.
They had somebody with D's nuts that was in the primary. Yeah.
No.
Y'all remember that?
Really?
Shit, nah. D's nuts.
Oh yeah, D's nuts. These nuts was on a lot of
it was a Republican
ballots.
I'm just looking that shit up. Yeah, it was somebody actually did that shit in 2016.
Damn,
the primary.
really?
Yeah, it was D's nuts. Some 15-year-old did it. Yeah, people were voting for him. That's how stupid America is, man.
This is America.
That's
Don't catch you slipping up.
I know.
Yeah, we didn't even get into that. Anyway, anything else, Jazz, other than running for president and calling motherfuckers mark ass bitches?
Children's movies.
Children movies.
Yeah, man, the fucking kids movies. Don't be hyping them shits up like they fire. You know what I'm saying? They got impressive points.
You did did like A Quiet Place though. So
that was good. Yeah. Y'all didn't get my
fucking awesome.
I love that movie.
Yeah, that was cool. I did the review on that. That surprised the fuck out of me. How much I enjoyed it. So
yeah, not a children's movie.
There you go. Not a children's movie, even though children were in it.
Oh wait,
exactly.
And getting eaten. Well, that little child. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you next time on Repo Rethink. See ya.